Hello students, today I will tell you the new chapter, that is states of matter. So basically we deals with three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas, and apart from that there are two more states, that is plasma state and BEC, that is Bose-Einstein and condensate. So out of these five states, basically we deal with the three states, that is solid state and liquid state and gaseous state. So out of these three, the properties are different in these three states, and the two more states are plasma state and BEC. So generally plasma state consists of super excited particles, and BEC, Bose-Einstein condensate, it consists of supercooled solids. And these states are quite different from the general states. And if we talk about solid, liquid and gaseous state, the properties are different in these three states. And if we talk about the particle behavior, because the general properties are very easy, that in the case of solids they are the compressibility of solids are very less, so we can explain in terms of particle behavior. So the particle behavior of solid, if we talk about the particle behavior of solid, means the constituent particles from which the solids are formed. So the constituent particles are very closely held together, so that the intermolecular attractions between these constituent particles are very strong in the case of solids. And if we talk about liquids, in the case of liquids, there are the constituent particles are less boundly attached as compared to solids, so that the compressibility in the case of liquids are very high as compared to solids. And if we talk about gaseous state, in the case of gaseous state, the particles are randomly distributed, even they acquire the vibrational forces, and the compressibility in the case of gases are high as compared to liquid and solids. Now I will tell you about the intermolecular forces and how intermolecular forces arises. So intermolecular forces are the forces of attraction and repulsion in the constituent particles, and intermolecular forces arises in all types of matter, states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gases, and such forces are responsible for the physical property of different states. So intermolecular forces are mainly arises due to the forces of attraction, and these forces are different, and the names are: first is dispersion force. First is known as dispersion forces, and it is commonly known as London forces because it is derived by Fritz London. And the next force of attraction is known as dipole-dipole interaction, or simply we use dipole-dipole forces. And the another one is dipole-induced dipole. Dipole-induced dipole forces, or we can say dipole-induced dipole interactions. And the last type of interaction is hydrogen bonding, or simply we write hydrogen forces. So these are the intermolecular forces, and intermolecular forces arises by the dispersion forces or London forces and dipole-dipole interaction. In this we have ionic compounds, then dipole and induced dipole, and then hydrogen bonding.